Hello, welcome to Jade Kind Gaming. My name is Adam, and today I have another Magic the Gathering unboxing. This is Magic the Gathering Universes Beyond the Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth bundle. Which is another thing that I got, when it came out, but has just been sitting around waiting to be opened because of the flood. But I'm excited to get this open because we're about to get more Magic the Gathering Universes Beyond stuff that I'm excited for. So let's open up the Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth bundle here. Let's see here. Oh, we got lands, boosters, some cool scene cards, cool reference card, dice, and the box. Cool. Now to open it, the cardboard tabs on either side. Which this unfold. Slide out the box. My name is growing all the time, and I've lived a very long time. So my name is like a story. Oh, a piece of art there, that's cool. And then we got the box. Okay. Awesome. Box. Magic symbol. More lava, another magic symbol, and the top, the Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth. We got the diagonal cut here, which actually goes all the way down to the base, once there's not this occupying space. Now, I do have to check, what on earth is this? I don't feel like this was on the... Yeah, this wasn't on the reference here. This is extra stuff. So, they're just cardboard pop-out tokens. Okay, you got some +1/+1 tokens, useful. This is what Sauron and Galadriel. Ring tokens. And some of these kind of fancy versions of the Planeswalker symbol. Oh! For a good side, elven kind of look, and for an evil side, but both made to look like the Planeswalker. Okay. In here, okay, when they say oversized dice, they mean it. It's kind of cool. Although very fancy writing is kind of hard to see, but it is spin down, so once you get yourself to your the ring for the 20 down to a 1, so 19, 18, yeah, so fun dice. The box has a little tiny box inside to divide things. We get our 8 boosters and the 2 not really boosters. Paper, can see through. We'll take a look at them first. Here are our lands. Plains. Oh, that is fun. Is that bag end? Definitely Hobbiton. Island, ooh. Just, yeah, no, I guess I'm seeing the barrow rights. Some fun mountains. Ooh, forest. No, the land and environment in Lord of the Rings is exciting, so that's cool. We're On your turn, pop your magic formats, how to cast spells, attacking and blocking. And we have another of these non-random, the cards that come in the set. Okay. Frodo, Sauron's Bane. Samwise the Stout-Hearted. Gollum, Patient Plotter. And the One Ring. Ooh, indestructible. When the One Ring enters the battlefield, if you cast it, you gain protection from everything until your next turn. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life for each burden counter on the One Ring. Tap, put a burden counter on it, then draw a card for each burden counter on the One Ring. Let's look at the others. Frodo, Sauron's Bane is a citizen, halfling citizen. It becomes a halfling scout with base power and toughness 2, 3, and lifelink. Okay. If Frodo was a scout, it becomes a halfling rogue with whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game if the ring has tempted you 4 or more times this game, otherwise the ring tempts you. Okay. So that's like him like evolving throughout the story. Samwise, Stout-Hearted, halfling peasant. Flash, when Samwise Stout-Hearted enters the battlefield, choose up to 1 target permanent card in your graveyard that was put there from the battlefield this turn, return it to your hand, then the ring tempts you. I imagine that's what these tokens are to mark, is ring temptation. Halfling Horror, Gollum. When Gollum, Patient Plotter, leaves the battlefield, the ring tempts you. Play a black and sacrifice a creature, return Gollum from your graveyard to your hand, activate only as a sorcery. And then just the lands again, only foil. Which I actually don't care as much about the foil. Ooh, shiny, hollow, but whatever. And it showed it on the back of the box, but like, because these have a bit of a foil treatment, it's hard to see, but like, these 4 all go together to like form that scene at the end where he's lost his finger and Gollum is after the ring. Oh, look at Gollum's eyes. Anyways, let's get into the actual boosters, because all the other stuff is like stuff that's like set within that thing. Let's look at what our booster packs contain. Okay, so this here is a because these are set boosters. Okay, here, there's an art series, which is a card that is definitely a different material. Mountain? Ooh. Map Mountain. Devin Rowe. Okay. Yeah, I remember that. Grey Haven's Navigator. Nimrodel Watcher. Haunt of the Dead Marshes. Or uncommon. Gandalf's Sanction. Council Deliberation. Stone of Erich. Ooh. Frodo Baggins. Still uncommon, but look at that art treatment. Set boosters are fun. A rare here. Eomer, Marshal of Rohan. Haste. Whenever 1 or more other attacking legendary creatures you control die, untap all creatures you control. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. This ability triggers only once each turn. Mythic. Saruman of Many Colors. An Avatar Wizard. Ward. Discard an enchantment, instant, or sorcery card. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, each opponent mills 2 cards. When 1 or more cards are milled this way, exile target enchantment, instant, or sorcery card with equal or lesser mana value than the spell from an opponent's graveyard. Copy the exiled card. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Minas Tirith, legendary land. Also, I just love some of the art in here. Enters tapped unless you control a legendary creature. Add a white mana, or 2, tap and draw a card. Activate only if you attacked with 2 or more creatures this turn. We have the Mirkwood Bats foil with extended art. And a food token. And a promotion for their secret layers. I'll look into that eventually. Another pack. Okay, so another of the Art series cards. Legolas, counter of kills. Swamp. Nimble Hobbit. East Fatherling Farmer. Eastmark Cavalier. Oath of the Grey Host. Bill Fernie, Bree Swindler. Bill the Pony. Dunland Creebane. Full art. Some beautiful cards in here. Prince Imrahil the Fair. Ooh. Saruman of many colors again, but a different art treatment for this mythic. Rare Doors of Durin. Legendary artifact. Whenever you attack, scry 2, then you may reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. Until your next turn, it gains trample if you control a dwarf and hexproof. Until your next turn, it gains trample if you control a dwarf and hexproof if you control an elf. Garima Wormtongue. Ugh, we don't like him. And the Ring, which is perforated. So I'm actually read, because here's a token for the Ring. Your Ring Bearer is legendary and can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Whenever your Ring Bearer attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. Whenever your Ring Bearer becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller sacrifices at the end of combat. Whenever your Ring Bearer deals combat damage to a player, each opponent loses 3 life. The Ring tempts you. As the Ring tempts you, you get an emblem named the Ring. If you don't have one, then your emblem gains its next ability, and you choose a creature you control to become or remain your Ring Bearer. Okay, so there's a token. The Ring can tempt you even if you don't control a creature. The Ring gains its abilities in order from top to bottom. Once it gains an ability, it has that ability for the rest of the game. Each time the Ring tempts you, you must choose a creature if you control one. Each player can have only one emblem named the Ring and only one Ring Bearer at a time. So it's like the rules for that part of the game, since that's unique here, so there's a token for it. Okay. Got pack 3. Cavern Horde Dragon. Island. Willowwind. Greyhaven's Navigator. Nimrodale Watcher. Frodo Baggins. Uncommon. Gollum Patient Plotter. Okay, because yeah, we have a different art for him. Samwise the Stout-Hearted. Okay. We're getting the whole crew. Tale of Tinuvel. Ooh, Elrond, Lord of Rivendell. Pretty art. A mythic. Sauron, Lord of the Rings. Roll credits. Avatar Horror. When you cast this spell, amass orcs 5. Mill 5 cards, then return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Trample. And whenever a commander an opponent controls dies, the Ring tempts you. Ooh, so this is like, this is like specific like for Commander. I've never played Commander yet. Rare, Lobelia, Saxville Baggins. Flash Menace. When she enters the battlefield, exile target creature card from an opponent's graveyard that was put there from the battlefield this turn, then create X creature tokens, where X is the exiled card's power. Warbeath of Gorgoroth. And Smog, legendary creature, token, dragon. Pack 4. We have the art card for Aragorn, King of Gondor. Ooh, here is a foil Devanru art mountain. Morgul Knife Wound. Fog on the Barrow Downs. Soldier of the Grey Host. Eagles of the North. Ooh, Grishnak Brash Instigator. Grond, the Gatebreaker. Goblin Fire Leaper. Fear Fire Foes. Pippin's Bravery. Again, full art. These full arts can combine, I think, if you get the right ones. A rare. There and Back Again. As this saga enters, and after you draw your draw step, add a lore counter, sacrifice after 3. So first is up to 1 target creature can't block for as long as you control There and Back Again. The ring tempts you. Search your library for a mountain card, put it into the battlefield, then shuffle. Create Smog, a legendary 6/6 red dragon creature with flying haste, and when this creature dies, create 14 treasure tokens. Sweet. Ooh. Legendary land Rivendell. Foil. Full art. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a legendary creature. Add blue, or scry 2, activate only if you control a legendary creature. Ballistic Boulder. Token. And pack 4 puts us past the halfway point. We have Elrond, Lord of Rivendell. Another pretty land. Westfold Rider. Esquire of the King. Knights of Dol Amroth. Dunedain Blade. Stew of Cornies. Shire Sheriff. Butterbur Innkeeper. Rosie Cotton of South Lane. Lash the Balrog. Phial of Galadriel. Rare artifact. If you would draw a card while you have no cards in hand, draw 2 cards instead. If you would gain life while you have 5 or less life, you gain twice as much life instead. Tap to add any mana, add 1 mana of any color. Fiery Inscription. Oh, that's quite a food token there, isn't it? Moving on to pack 6. I don't see the back of a token on the back of this. Solar Ring. Forest. And then we're upside down from that. Escape from Orthane. Isolation at Orthink. Fire of Orthink. Cast into the fire. Smite the Deathless. Gift of Strands. Elrond, Lord of Rivendell. Gandalf, Friend of the Shire. Quick Beam, Upstart Ent. A rare, the Balrog, Doran's Bane. Spell costs 1 less to cast for each permanent sacrifice this turn. Haste. It can't be blocked except by legendary creatures, and when it dies, destroy target artifact or creature an opponent controls. Rush the Room. Foil. And... okay. Rift Sweeper. Which is... does not have this symbol. It has a symbol of another set. And this little thing down here. So instead of having a token in this one, it has a card from like a different set reprinted with this mark. I don't remember the specifics, but that does strike me as familiar. We got our penultimate pack. Ooh. Aunt. Legolas, Master Archer. Swamp. Haunt of the Dead Marshes. Chance Met Elves. Elven Farsight. Lothlorien Lookout. Peregrine Took. Meriadoc Brandybuck. I feel like in these, like, some of these are like done almost like sets. Like, oh, you get one, you get the other. Which I'm not upset with. It's fun. Bilbo, Retired Burglar. Barrow Blade. Knights of Dol Amroth. A rare, Fall into Care. Andros. Whenever a creature an opponent controls is dealt excess non-combat damage, amass Orcs X, where X is that excess damage. Pay 8. Fall of Care. Adros deals 7 damage to target creature. Orcish Medicine. Ugh. A food token with magic minigame. Booster Blitz. Yeah, I've seen this. And the final pack. Theodrin, King of Rohan. Forest. Improvised Club. Lash of the Balrog. Nasty End. Cirith, Ungol Patrol. Shelob's Ambush. Foray of Orcs. March from the Black Gate. Gothmog, Morgul Lieutenant. Peregrine Took with fun art. Last March of the Ents, Mythic, Sorcery. This spell can't be countered. Oh. Draw cards equal to the greatest toughness among creatures you control. Then put any number of creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Ooh. Elvish Mariner, rare. Whenever it attacks, scry 1. Whenever you scry, tap up to X target non-land permanents, where X is the number of cards looked at while scrying this way. Then, just double-sided promotion. Fun. So, just some fun cards. I don't know. The Lord of the Rings set was exciting to me. There's another Universes Beyond set that will be coming out soon that is very exciting for me. So we'll get to that when it comes. But yeah, this was a set that was exciting, and it just took me a long time to get to it because my life was in shambles from my house flooding. But it's fun to get to finally open and look at stuff. I'd followed all the previews, but it's been so long that so much of it just is new stuff. But fun to just have some of the cards to add to the collection. And now I do. I'll link down below where you can find some fun Magic Lord of the Rings cards online. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff. Bye.